and welcome to Dance With Me Tarot. Today we have a little bit of a juicy message, but it is naturally transmuted into your highest good, your highest timeline, your overflow, your abundance, what you deserve. So let's go ahead and dive straight into it. First, we're going to go ahead and just hop right into the tarot, and then after that, we'll transition into the dance portion where we will naturally transmute that energy. I'm going to play some of my music, and we're going to embody what we're calling in, what we're bringing in, what God is granting us in this season of just glow up. Okay, that's the words I have for it. Just glow up. Okay, so let's dive right in. So immediately when I pulled out the Curious Tea deck, the energy that we have, okay, so we have lies detected. A version of the truth was offered, but it's curated, calculated, or conveniently incomplete. So I'm getting a situation where you, and look at the picture, like that may be very significant to you. But I'm getting a vision where you are, asking someone what they did, asking someone what's going on, and they're like giving you they're omitting something from you because they're really intimidated by you and they feel like they can just get by without telling you the full truth and that nothing will happen. That's not who you are though, but that's what they think is going to happen. And so there's this, even if it's not fighting physically, or I didn't even mean to say physically, but like if it's not in the physical form, right? Even if it's not fighting in the physical form, it's almost like your souls are fighting spiritually. Like you may even be fighting in the dream space, or communication may be happening in the dream space that is kind of leaving you feeling off around this person. I'm also just getting like the communication may be off and between you and this person, and it's just like things are ending, and it's really beyond repair at this point, but you're still moving with grace. You're still moving with this, I heard finality, like, hold on, because we might get interrupted by a call. Yep, we got interrupted, which is funny because my phone is actually on Do Not Disturb, so I shouldn't even be getting phone calls that come through. But it's clear that someone doesn't want you to hear this message and doesn't want you to know like what's actually going on behind the scenes, but you're going to find out anyway. Yes, there are things going on behind the scenes, things that your intuition is already clocking and like your nervous system is already clocking, but they don't want you to think is true. And so, yeah, like at this point, it's like you may be fighting physically, like in the physical form, or you may be fighting in the astral form. Okay. And this situation, what I was getting was like I was hearing, and trigger warning, but I was hearing divorce. I was hearing breakup. I was hearing like this is a relationship where you thought this was going to last for quite some time. And whether this be like a relationship, because we also had like a family feud going on, which let me know that this was either someone that you felt connected to like for life, like you felt like this was going to last for a very long time, or just like honestly for the rest of your life, or this has something to do with like a family member that you're arguing with. But I really do feel like it's the first thing, going through heartbreak and just this challenging phase with someone that you thought you would spend the rest of your life with. And it literally says like sometimes blood is thicker than water, and sometimes it's just thicker with drama, judgment, and silent grudges. And we literally also have court date. The courtroom might be the stage, but the real drama started long before the documents were filed. And when I saw this card, I thought spiritual court, and not just physical too. Like I heard God is taking them to spiritual court for the things that they did, for the lies that they sold you, literally sold, because I'm hearing like, you know how money is energy? I'm hearing like they just try to take your energy. Like the more that they lied to you, the more that they tried to manipulate you, the more that they were just like sucking your energy away from you, because they were trying to take what you could give naturally without giving you the full truth or giving you what you really deserved. And so I'm hearing like spirits taking them to spiritual court. And if a court date is actually happening, then that might be, you know, something that's going on, but it is something that is going to go in your favor, because just like the spiritual court, God is going to make sure that everything works in your favor. Period. So if that is confirmation for someone who does have a court date coming up, or if that's something that's going on, like especially with a divorce or anything going on like that, know that it's going to work in your favor. Okay, and then we have drama queen. Don't get pulled into the drama. If peace showed up, they'd start a fight out of boredom. So I was getting this energy of you have been focused on yourself. You have been working on yourself, and you have been honestly doing the intense shadow work that it takes to heal through this heartbreak. And it's not just this heartbreak, like it's also because this is coming from, yeah, there we go. We have troubled past. The past still lingers like smoke in the room, even if it's buried, its energy hadn't left the building. Like this is coming from inner child wounds as well. This is coming from things that you grew up in as a child. So like abandonment wounds and betrayal and lies, even like cheating. If you saw like your parents go through that, these are things that have been coming up in triggers in these relationships. And it's like you have been healing and doing the hard work that it takes to get through that. And you've also been doing the beautiful work on yourself, just treating yourself, honoring yourself as the God, the goddess that you are. I always say God or goddess because I want you, you know, whatever you identify as, even if I'm speaking to a feminine presence, know that you are still the God or the goddess. But it's like you have been healing through this. So you have created your own peace. And God has been making sure, like, you're staying in your own energy. You're focused on you. You're focused on what you're trying to build, what you're creating. You're just focused on building this energy. Like we literally have inner child that came up in the other card. So in the other deck. So it's like, it's this energy that God really wants you to focus on, of healing all of those inner child wounds, those mother wounds, those father wounds through pleasure. Through allowing yourself to receive pleasure and allowing yourself to stay in that peace vibration. You don't need to get into the drama. You don't need to get into the arguments. Like, yes, you clock that they are lying. You clock that they're not giving you the full truth and that they haven't showed up for you in the ways that you deserve. But you don't need the certainty to know that you are safe in your own body. You don't need their certainty to know that you choose yourself. And God wants you to continue choosing yourself at this time, because the more that you choose yourself, and that this message has been coming up in so much of the messages lately, the moment that you choose yourself, it's not even just a moment, because you have been choosing yourself lately, but it's like everything has been aligning for you. The second that you actually decided to choose yourself, everything started shifting into place for you. Everything started recalibrating. The world started shifting. Mountains were shifting. People were moved for you. Okay, I'm literally seeing that, like, someone that you're going to have soul contracts with, someone that's going to come into your life was literally moved. The moment that you decided on yourself, that you chose yourself, they literally got moved to a different location so that they could be closer to you, so that you guys could run into each other. Like, that's what I literally got. Every single time that you have been choosing yourself in this moment, that you have decided, and you know what, even if you get a little bit crazy, okay, and I'm not saying to do anything, illegal, but I'm saying even if you do pop off, even if you do speak your truth, because it was being guided, you should still speak up for what you believe in. You should still speak up for what you deserve. But it was saying, like, even then, Like, even then, God wants you to know that it's going to be routed right back to being focused on you. That energy is going to be routed right back to being focused on you. Honor yourself and honor the fact, whatever you speak up on, because I clearly said that for a reason. Someone might be speaking their truth very soon. Trust yourself. Trust your instinct. And know that everything will work in your favor. God is writing for you just as much as you are. Your ancestors are writing for you just as much as you are writing for yourself. Even more so. They see you, all of you. And you have been like activated to seeing all of yourself right now. So that love, that peace that you're stepping into, that you are in right now, no one is going to be able to take you out of that. I don't care what argument is started. I don't care if you go off. That's what I was getting to. No one will be able to take you out of your peace that you have built for yourself. It doesn't matter what happens. It will always be rerouted back to the energy of being focused on you, your peace, your abundance, your overflow, and what you deserve. Period. Okay, so know that you are doing a great job right now at focusing on yourself, because we also have CEO energy. Okay, so you have you are really powerful because you know how to take that energy, to take that heartbreak, to take whatever you're going through and turn it into something creative. And that's where this divine feminine energy comes in at. It's that feminine essence of creation. You know how to take everything that you have been through and turn it into your own profit. No matter what you're doing. If you're making videos like this, if you're building an actual craft, or you're building homes, or you're starting an empire, whatever you're doing, it's like you just know how to transmute energy, how to alchemize. And that is something that not everybody can do, but it is a power that is very significant and creates a large impact in this world so that others can learn how to do it. That's what you do. And the CEO energy that you have tapped into, it literally says taking control, natural leadership, confidence in business. I'm the boss. And so with this energy, it's also giving that you're taking leadership of yourself, of your life. You're stepping into a sovereign energy. You know how to and that's where these inner child wounds and everything comes in at, because it's with the CEO energy, you're reparenting yourself while stepping into boss mode all at the same time. And that is a lot. So not only are you going through having to break these cords, break away from these relationships, break off these contracts so that new ones can form, but you're also in this boss energy. You're taking care of yourself, because being a leader, it doesn't always mean that you have to be focused on a business too. It's also your focus on yourself. You're focused on upgrading and up-leveling your life in every sense of the word. That is also CEO energy. So you doing all of that while healing, creating, and breaking cords, that is fucking amazing. And you need to give yourself credit. And that is why the CEO energy of also receiving people, what I was hearing was people taking leadership with you. People taking leadership in being devoted to you, taking leadership in being committed to you, taking leadership in respecting you. They step up to the plate. That's what I'm saying. They step up to the plate when it comes to you. All people. I'm talking about partnerships. I'm talking about collaborations. I'm talking about relationships, friendships. People stepping up to the plate when it comes to you, because you stood up to the plate when it came to yourself through all of this energy. So let me see. Literally. Plot twist, new info just dropped and it's juicy. Suddenly the dots connect and the real story is showing up. Okay, yeah. We also have live and learn. Mistakes were made, but what matters is what's being done differently right now. And I feel like this actually sums up that part, because it's you are taking what you have learned. The lessons are definitely They have definitely been learned, and that's why you're receiving this divine overflow. That's why you're receiving these new contracts and these new blessings that are just arriving in your life right now. Things are about to get sweet. And I know it's been bittersweet a little bit right now as you like go through everything and you're uprising and things are getting better. But understand that it will be extremely, extremely sweet. There was something else that I'm being reminded of. Okay. In the troubled past, when it says the past still lingers like smoke in the room, even if it's buried, its energy hasn't left the building, right? So what I was seeing here, seeing very clearly, is this smoke right here and this fire. And what it reminded me of was doing a smoke cleanse or writing a letter to your past and like releasing it, like burning it. So I was doing some rituals to just release, and you can do anything that, you know, resonates with you. You don't always have to do something that you see or something that someone says is a good idea. Like, do what resonates with you, because the greatest spell, the most 1313 on the time, the most powerful and transformative spell is the one that comes from your energy, the one that comes from the heart. So I was just like doing some rituals to release the past right now as you continue stepping forward in your future, because I was really getting these messages lately about this past energy trying to linger in your life, trying to step into this new reality with you. Like, that's not happening. Like, I'm seeing a portal and I'm seeing you step through, and I'm seeing them like trying to put their foot through the portal with you so that they can come in. But you know what I just remembered? I'm rewatching Teen Wolf right now. And I'm on the last season 6, and we just got through, I don't want to spoil nothing, but just in case somebody wants to watch it. But there is just a scene with a portal, and going through it, you just burst into flames. It just burns you. And and it's only a specific person. Like, it's only a specific type of person. So that's what I was getting, that they were trying to step into that portal. They're just going to burn up. They're just going to burn right up too. Right up too with these flames. Because they can't come into this new timeline with you. And that's why God really wants you to focus on your peace right now and everything that does bring you peace, everything that does bring you pleasure. Because they are trying to linger, and maybe arguments are trying to be started. Even if there's not any arguments like going on right now, maybe that's what the message is too, that arguments are trying to be started, whether in the dream space or in the physical reality, and it's not about to happen. It's not about to happen. Even if you pop off, even if you're like, don't with me, it will be rerouted back into your energy. Like, at the end of it, you're going to realize, like, let's say a situation happens where you pop off or something happens, and then at the end of it, you're like, you know what? That was such a great experience for me to realize this. That was such a beautiful experience so that I could step into this energy. You know, that actually inspired me and gave me this idea to put this out. It's going to be rerouted back to you. And that's what I mean by that. So we have, right, so we talked about this toxic love that you're letting go of, right? Whether that's in the form of just whatever. Okay, because toxic love don't just have to be relationships, but you are breaking those soul contracts. So when I seen this, soul contracts, fated connections, karmic relationships, spiritual agreements destined to meet. And when I was thinking about marriages and partnerships, and I was thinking about these karmic connections, I was thinking like, yeah, you were destined to meet because your souls wanted to make sure that you could break this and move on. Okay, and so I was really getting this visualization of someone literally, like these two people literally being like, okay, we're now going to sign this new contract that we end our last one. This is it. It's done. It's time for us to move on so that we can actually fulfill our purpose here on this earth. This was just a part, just a fragment of our story. But our story is so much bigger than that, and it's time for us to release. You know, something that I thought was very beautiful was, like, they have divorce ceremonies, and I thought that was very beautiful to create a ceremony, because you had a ceremony when you got married, right? And maybe this is also spiritually as well, doing a ritual spiritually, even without the person. And even if it wasn't a marriage, but a divorce ritual, because it was a whole ceremony and ritual when you got married, and you pretty much signed this contract to be together for life. And even if you didn't do that physically, even if it wasn't a physical marriage, you guys did that spiritually, energetically. And that's why the energy lingers, whenever you're with a person or you break up, because you guys did sign this contract to meet and to fulfill some type of purpose, so that you could realize something, so that you can step into an energy or embody this new energy or a new identity, or so that it could lead you to something, was preparing you for something else, something bigger. 1755 and 1757 on the time, but that you were going to take in. So it's like doing that release ritual, so that you can now say goodbye to, one, the person that you once were when you were with this person, even if it wasn't a marriage, and also acknowledging the gifts that did come out of it, even if it ended on a horrible note. What did you receive out of it? Because every ending does have a beginning. And then I was also getting with this card too, that while those contracts, those old contracts, those karmic contracts are ending, new ones are actually beginning. And you're about to meet someone who's coming through, some people, a group, partnerships, collaborations that are coming through. And it's about to be exactly what you've been waiting for and preparing for all this time. Okay? And we literally have secret admirer, hidden affection, anonymous notes, unknown interest, someone's watching. We also have situational single, temporary loneliness, choosing solitude, waiting for better, not settling. Okay? So it's not that you're lonely, it's that you're not settling. And that goes for anything, any relationship. Back to God really wanting you to focus on your peace right now. On your peace, even if you are in a relationship right now. Like focusing on your peace right now and all the good that's about to come can actually just heal. It can heal it. Focusing on the good right now, because this one is just like, you're not about to settle for anything. But that's why this energy, when you broke all of these contracts, it really helped you to step into this new identity. It helped you to see your entire self, which meant that you weren't going to settle for anything less. So while you were breaking off these contracts, you were understanding that you weren't going to form any new ones unless they fully aligned with you. We also have blind date, surprise meeting, unexpected chemistry, awkward introductions, could be love or disaster. It's so funny because like I felt like a little awkward, like for like just a split second. I felt that awkward energy. So it's like, yeah, someone who's just like nervous to meet you. And we also have DM slide, unexpected flirtation, direct messages, testing the waters, sliding into your inbox. So yeah, you are literally, when I tell you that mountains, people were literally moved for you as you ended these contracts. And it's not just the contracts with people, but it's also the contracts with certain situations. It's also the contracts with certain places or environments that you no longer vibe with. Like, as you ended all of these contracts, you had people and places and things and mountains just moving immediately for you. And like, so I'm seeing like new contracts are being made as you're focusing on yourself, and as you're focusing on like just being in your own presence, in your own peace, in your own magic. It just drops right in because you didn't have to do anything for it other than what you're doing now. You're good. You're good. You've done enough work. No one's asking you to go out and search for it. It's coming to you. That's why I'm saying things are being moved for you. And then, like, we literally have, like, I want to loop back around because we have divine intervention, unexpected guidance, universe stepping in, redirected paths, saved just in time. Back to literally, this is confirmation. I can speak for a minute. This is confirmation about things working in your favor. So no matter what is going on right now, no matter what situation you are in, no matter what things you are ending right now, it is working in your favor, and it is going to work in your favor. Even if you don't think, like, even if there is doubt, there's fear, there's anxiety, it doesn't matter what energy, what you're thinking of. Actually, I literally came across this message by Kate, the angel medium, Kate, the angel medium, I think. And she was literally saying this, and I agreed so much because that's literally like what I was creating subliminals about. It doesn't matter what vibration or what energy or what emotion you're in. What is for you will not miss you. And God is still going to bring it to you regardless. So it doesn't matter what you're feeling or what you're going through or what type of situation this is, or even if you think it's not going to, like, go in your, it is. So let's not even say it is. It has no choice but to. Because God has been orchestrating everything for you behind the scenes and in the front. There is something that someone said on Twitter, I think, and I want to say this here if anybody knows the creator or if I find it. But they were like making a note of all the times that God has showed up for you, so that you actually know, like, when you're manifesting or you're in these situations or you're in low periods or you really feel like nothing is working out for you, you're doubting, so you can go back and look at all the times that God has proven to you that they are here for you, that things do work in your favor, that you are taken care of, spoiled, and every day you wake up and go to sleep, you are prioritized in God's favor. And I love that idea. Okay, so ascension, spiritual growth, higher awareness, next level consciousness, elevating myself. That's exactly what you're doing right now, and God is elevating you. Because you have been working on elevating yourself, God is elevating you. You see how his hands, he's just surrendering to the process. God's doing all the work. You're co-creating with God right now. Spill tea, secrets exposed, gossip spread, leaked information, oops, it's out. We talked about that, okay? But now, here's literally one of the cards that sit on the deck, on the top of the deck, right? God told me, now pause and take a look at the top of the deck, right? And rainbows could be very significant here. Doors, wow, gold. The color gold could also be very significant. It says, big break, a major moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, or the shout out that changes everything. Again, this is why God wants you to focus on your peace. You have something coming in for you. So new contracts are forming. Okay, when I'm saying new contracts are forming, again, I don't just mean people. I mean opportunities. I mean blessings. I mean things are actually aligning for you at this time. Birth confirmation. So you have to understand, like, God wants you focused. God literally wants you focused on your energy. There is something that you are creating, something that is happening. It doesn't even have to be you creating. Like, there's something that's going to happen for you. And there's just been this energy lately. Have you felt it? This energy of something big on the way, like of something big happening. Have you felt that energy too? That something big is about to happen. Something huge. I don't know, something monumental. It's like you don't even know what it is, but you know God has just been brewing something for you. Because you've been working, you've been resting, you've been chilling, you've been receiving, you've been surrendering. You know, like you've been having faith. You know that something is here and you know that this is your year. Like, if you feel that, affirm that. Really, affirm that. Because I affirm it. Okay, so cosmic, karmic payback. I love saying cosmic. Consequences returning, karma cycle, what goes around, time to settle accounts. Again, when it comes to that spiritual court that God is taking these people to, you will be getting your cosmic payout. Okay? Your name's on the will. You're receiving it. You're receiving what you are owed. What you deserve. It's yours. It's been yours since before even birth. So you deserve it. And this is also talking about them receiving their karma and you receiving yours, your blessings. No good thing shall be withheld. Blessings of Kuma. Clickbait, okay? You won't believe this story. You won't believe this story. Like, literally, this is what what was that card? Big Break. Like, this is what the energy of Big Break I'm really getting. Like, there's something about you that people are about to really see this front and center. It has to. You have to see it. Like, people have to see it. Like, the world has to feel it. They have to feel you. You are someone who feels so much. You're so sensitive. You're such a sensitive being. So it's time for you to really feel good. Like, it's time for you to feel what pleasure and luxury and overflow and abundance really is in all senses of the word. It's time for you to feel that in all of your relationships, in your business, your jobs, your partnerships, whatever you are doing in your life. It's time for you to feel that because you have felt so much. Like, we're not even playing about this. So this is why the world is going to feel it. And we have side hustle, multiple incomes, extra earnings, financial security, always on my grind. Look how focused she is. Look how focused she is. She's like going. She is going. She is on. She has multiple computers. Why am I just now noticing that she has multiple computers? My throat, not my throat. My throat just cracked. Oh my God, that's scary. My neck just cracked. And it just reminded me of my throat chakra. So I'm seeing, like, you might be on, like, multiple platforms, just, like, doing your damn thing, like, and there's been a culmination. You have been building this building, like, I'm hearing you're a legend. Like, you've been building, like, this legendary name for yourself. So you might be on multiple platforms, doing multiple different things, building things, having things behind the scenes. You got books, you got ebooks, you got something coming out, creating, like, you are on it. And then on top of that, like, you're just doing, like, making sure that you actually have what you need. On top of that, maybe even what your kids need, what your family needs. Like, yeah, you're focused. You're focused. Luxury life, comfortable wealth, indulgence, enjoying rewards because I deserve it. I just love that this card keeps coming out in every reading. Because I just know that I'm speaking to people who have been through so much. And it's like, no, like, you really deserve it. You really deserve it. No, like, I was about to say, no bullshit, for real. You really deserve it. You have been through too much. And even if you hadn't, you're just you. Your energy. Like, do you know how many people just love your energy? How many people just feel safe and comforted in your energy? How you are literally a natural healer? How you alchemize not just your own emotions, but the emotions of people around you. Do you know that the second that you step into your room, your presence is healing for other people? I honestly want you to take notice of what happens when you step into the room. I want you to notice if you see people's backs relax. I want you to notice if you see people turn your way or glance your way. I want you to notice how the energy shifts in the room. Do you notice when you step into an empty space and then suddenly it starts filling up moments later because you are the main character. You are the party. I'm hearing Kesha's the party don't start till I walk in. Do you notice your energy? And then I'm hearing Persuasive by SZA and Doechii. Like, your energy, it's so magnetizing. You are so amazing. That is something that can be replicated. It can't be denied. It's unforgettable. It's incomparable. You need to understand that. You deserve it. That's why. Not because you did anything, not because you worked for anything, not because you suffered, but because you naturally are that. You naturally are the wealth which you seek. You naturally are love incarnate. That is your very source of being. That's who you were from the get-go. You always offered up love unconditionally to other people. You always were forgiving. You always were a natural source of light. You always made people laugh. That kind of healing energy. Do you know how healing laughing is? How it literally adds years onto your life? Yeah. You literally extend people's lives just by being yourself in the room. Your energy is too monumental. It's too important. Just by yourself, not because of what you did, not because of what you've been through or what you came from, but because that is you. And so, yes, you deserve it. All the things that you went through, the experiences, that was just so that you can learn to be the leader that you are today. So that you can continue to be empathetic, because your empathy that you have gotten from being in these experiences is one of your greatest powers and strength. And it allows you to connect to these people. It allows you to connect to these collaborations, these partnerships that you're coming into, these people that you're meeting, these places, these different cultures. It allows you to actually learn and understand what other people have been through. Because when people understand that you know what they have been through, guess what? They feel safe. They feel secure. They feel like, oh, you know what? I like that. This person's not trying to sell me a lie. This person's not trying to pretend. This person is authentic. Your energy is authentic. That is why you deserve everything, simply because you are. And that is the end. That is the end. Okay, and booked busy. Productivity high. I just had to, because you are amazing. Babes, you are amazing. So I had to go on a full rant about how amazing you are. I love you. Exactly. I'm talking to you, collective. I love you. So thank you for being you. Booked busy, productivity high, full schedule, no time to waste, success on the calendar. So you've been activating this peace within you. And God's like, okay, just focus on yourself. Just hold on a little longer. I got this. I'm going to take care of this situation. Oh, that person's trying to fuck with you. Don't worry. I got it. Oh, that person's trying to mess. I got that shit too. I got everything. I got multiple hands. I got it. I got it. Okay. Why am I literally seeing the Encanto movie where she's like literally like holding like the boulder on her shoulders, right? Except it's not like this pressure. It's not this pressure that's been caving in, because God, that's what God wants to release from you. The pressure that you've been holding on your shoulders this whole time, right? Of having to be the one, of having to be the curse breaker, of having to be the first billionaire, the first millionaire, you know? And it's like, no, you don't have to focus on all of that. You just need to focus on your energy. Because focusing like that whole rant that I gave you, focusing on your energy, that is what heals the world. That is what's going to change the world. And it's through you activating that presence within yourself that you're going to be able to have the energy, the vitality to do whatever you need. And God will continuously bring you all the tools that you need, the resources that you need, financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically, in all ways. So yeah, you are booked and busy. You've been focusing on yourself. God has been preparing things. God has been shifting things around, moving things. The calendars being booked. Someone's schedule was just cleared. Someone's calendar was just cleared so that it can make space for you. So that you can be booked and busy. Contracts coming in, signings, modeling, taking care of things. Like I'm seeing photo shoots. I'm seeing people actually like behind the camera. I'm seeing runways. I'm seeing red carpets. I'm seeing cameras. I'm seeing people hanging on your every word, wanting to get to know your story. Because your story activates truth. It activates clarity. It activates confidence. Your story, your energy, your presence is healing for this world. So yes, understand that you will be booked and busy. Okay? Living your luxury life. Booked and busy, feeling good. Booked and busy, feeling absolutely like you are on top of the world. And now, yeah, hustle mode. You won't be feeling like a side piece anymore in these situations. Hustle mode, literally, at crossroads. A decision has been made already. That decision was you. Understanding that you are the key. Understanding that all of this is going to happen. So we went through a little bit of some drama. We went through a little bit of something, but it was transmuted into your highest light. And that's the energy that we are embodying. So now I want to move on to the dance portion of this just embodiment practice. And I'm going to play one of my songs. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out here, and then I'll come back in. Back. Thank you so much for tuning into that message. We're going to go ahead and start the dance portion. I have my song with my alter ego, Yen, because I am currency. And this is called the Money Altar. I think it's called the Money Altar. Yes, it's called the Money Altar. It's a money activation because I love creating music as well. So we're going to dive into that. And this dance is just going to activate that power within you. It's going to activate calling in that abundance and that overflow, because currency is not just money. It is honestly everything that abundance includes. It includes luxury. It includes pleasure. It includes feeling good, love. It includes, honestly, looking good, smelling good, all of it, all of the above, everything that you want and desire. We're tapping into that frequency and that energy. I invite you to get up and dance with me. And if you can't get up and dance with me, then I invite you to just sit back and visualize. Visualize this energy of what it means to be a CEO. How do you feel that CEO energy come into your life? What does it mean to you to, like, what does ascension mean to you? What does opulence look and feel like to you? I want you to embody colors and visions. I want you to get so vivid with it. I want you to just envision your reality as you desire it and allow it to just unfold. Ask God to place that desire, that love, that expansion within your heart, and let it just take you and guide you away to your highest timeline. If you're ready, we'll go ahead and begin. Rich bitch, and yes, I have lucky syndrome on top of them. Then I flip this wrist and you see the diamonds sparkle on my body, call me Edward Cullen. Ayy, hey, it's in, rich bitch, and feeling like honey, can I be my own man? Yes, I got plenty, yeah, abundance is a trend. Feeling so sexy when I do my little dance. Ayy, smelling like honey, my joy equals rich. My ass is rough, so my wallet can't fit. Feeling like money, like constant dividends. Never set to feel, so I guess I live it then, yeah. Paradise is within. I make the money rich, so it multiplies my wings. Blessings don't stop, God's my witness. If you feel it coming in hot, that's my angel's business. Ayy, hey, 10, rich bitch, and money grows on trees when I'm feeling confident. Don't worry about their business when yours is their wish. All eyes on you when your life's the luckiest. Ayy, it's my purpose to be that bitch. Past don't matter when your soul is the gift. God made the world bigger so my heart could fit. Break these chains in a cunty ass fit. Gonna shake this ass, that's my ancestors' wish. Feeling all this anger, that's Callie's great gift. Justice coming for me, there's power in my tits. Alter ego, drink the milk, call me have this magic. Ayy, hey, it's in, rich bitch in. It is my pleasure to be the goddess. Level all the planes, yeah, I'm serving empress. Do what I want, God already planned it. Ayy, Hey Jen, rich bitch, yeah. Coming from the top to the bottom, don't exist. Poor bitch, where the money is. Yeah, they always stare, I'm a diamond blitz, God made a wish, and I'm the president. Walk everywhere in my family presence. Yeah, I'm the niche, yeah, I'm the shit. Flying on my broomstick, cause I'm the magic. My alien ways can cause an earthquake. Where I speak on truth, I make the mood shake. Way up into the house, we should do a spade. Fuck the car in the model, what's the make? I absolutely love that. So, I hope you enjoyed that. If you love the song, by the way, I hope you could hear it. I didn't want to play it too loud, but if you didn't know, it's Yen. It's actually on my channel. Yes, I'm out of breath. It's actually on my channel. It's Yen, the Money Altar, Money Activation. I'll go ahead and link it below if you want to go ahead and activate this energy with the song. As I was dancing, I realized that the lyrics actually resonated so much with the reading more than I even thought. And so, literally, like, it talked about breaking these chains, breaking from the past, and literally embodying magic and money as the frequency that you are. So it was perfect for this reading, and I feel like it really embodied that energy completely and taking your power back, completely just taking it back. This is sovereign energy. This is understanding that these people, these places, these things, they do not own you. They do not have power over you, over your emotions. They don't have power. Literally, your emotions are yours. Even when you're angry, even when you're sad, like, they are still yours. They come from you, from what you feel, from your heart. And that cannot be taken away from you. So honor each and every single one and know that it will be routed right back to your beautiful energy, your magnetizing energy. Understand that God is on your side, that things are happening in your highest good and in your highest favor. Every situation that you are going through is always going to place you in your highest timeline. It is always going to go in your favor. So I want you to go ahead and affirm every situation that happens for me is happening for me. It is in my favor. It always goes in my favor. Just affirm that everything works out for you in your favor, because it does. It absolutely does. Everything that you've went through, guess what? It's your strength now, isn't it? Everything that you learned, guess what? Don't you wield it like a sword? Don't you slay those goddamn dragons? Yeah, you do. You've been slaying dragons since you was 2. Okay, so go on ahead. And I'm talking about spirit years, baby. So I honored the divinity in all of you, and I'm so glad that you are here with me today and could enjoy this embodiment practice with me. I'm going to try this every Tuesday because Tuesday is connected to the day of Mars, the planet of Mars. And so I think it's perfect for just getting up and moving your body to just activate the energy that you really want to continue living in your reality. There's nothing better than taking those thoughts, those visualizations, those intentions, and making them tangible through movement, because your body is literally your tool of manifestation. It is literally the representation of your power. So that's why this dance is so magical. Even just getting up for a few minutes, for a few seconds and doing it, even if you get tired after 30 seconds. The fact that you are taking those thoughts, those visualizations, those emotions, and transmuting them and putting them into your body to make tangible into your reality. God hears everything. You think God's just listening to your voice prayers? No, God hears everything. God's listening to everything. So even when you're dancing, that energy signal that you are sending to God, that frequency that you are emitting, gets sent right into God's little prayer folder. And God's like, all right, another thing we're going to check off the list for them. Another thing that we're going to grant them. We're going to continue moving these mountains for this chosen one right here. You are so amazing, and I'm so proud of you and so amazed at all that you have accomplished and all that you keep accomplishing. So proud. I love you so much. Keep shining your light, Lighthouse, and thank you for being here. Oh, and if you loved this energy, if you loved it, and if you love my energy, you can also join my Patreon. I have some things also coming up, so stay tuned for those and watch out for that. I also have my Substack that has free to read posts about how trauma is built into the home of your success. So if you'd like to go ahead and just read those and even more step into that power that you naturally have and naturally embody, you can go ahead and read those for free. And if you'd like to join my Patreon, we can go ahead and join me in the Altar of the Dark Rose, where we dive even deeper. Transmissions that are fully embodied, rituals, things that I'm like healing, it just goes even deeper. And I love to share the fullness of life. So go ahead and step into that luxury embodiment with me. And if not, I'll just continue to see you here and for the other things that I have coming up. So thank you so much. I love you. This was such a long ending, but thank you if you listened, and thank you for listening.